Okay, so we've all had those days when we're just feeling a little grumpy, when nothing seems to be going our way. But you know what? It's not just us as adults who have those difficult days. Sometimes the kids do too. But giving them the encouragement they need can be as simple as picking up a book and introducing them to this guy. This is Pete the Cat. And joining us today to explain is the illustrator and creator behind the best-selling series, James Dean. James, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me real quick about Pete the Cat. Now, you and your wife had corporate jobs when you came up with this great concept.
Yes, we just both decided to quit our jobs and go out and become artists. And Kimberly and I was painting, and I started painting pictures of my cat named Pete. And we were doing okay, we were getting by. And people they wanted a children's book, and so Kimberly and I started working on some ideas. And I'm a bit difficult to work with, believe it or not. And we were not able to come up with something. And then I met this guy named Eric Litwin, and Eric and I did I Love My White Shoes together. But now Kimberly and I have written a book together about magic sunglasses, and Pete wakes up one morning and he's grumpy.
So there really is a Pete the Cat, and other cats too? Is that right? Is Pete just one of the cats?
There's never really been any other characters except Pete in the picture books. But there's this character, Grumpy Toad, who's always grumpy. But this morning he's not grumpy, and he gives Pete a pair of magic sunglasses, and he says they help you see things in a whole new way.
How awesome would it be if you could really come up with a magic pair of blue sunglasses? Let me ask you, James, what message is it you're hoping that kids get out of this?
Well, this one is just to look around, and I always want there to be messages for adults too. So adults are getting this book on a different level even. But just look around in your life and look for the positive things in your life when maybe other things are not going the way you want them to.
So positive is always good, but are there other life lessons that Pete the Cat teaches?
Well, I want all the books to teach life lessons, and the next book is going to be about diversity and looking for, everybody's got something that they can do, and so I want all the books to be teaching books.
So you've got awesome books for kids that adults can get lessons out of as well. What do you got coming up next, James?
Well, there's the first readers are coming out, and I think they're doing really well. And there's already a first reader out where Pete's making a sandwich. It's called The Big Lunch, and Pete kind of doesn't know how to make a sandwich, and he just starts stacking up food. And like, for instance, he doesn't take the bread out of the wrapper, and he doesn't slice up the tomatoes, and he just makes this big pile of food, and his friends come over and share. So it's a book about sharing. But if kids can get interested in reading and learn to read with Pete books, that just would be awesome to me.
Even the best of all. James Dean, along with Kimberly, author of Pete the Cat and His Magic Sunglasses. Thank you, James, for your time this afternoon. Appreciate it much. Now, if you'd like to read more about Pete the Cat or to download some neat games for the kids, go to DelmarvaLife.com. Click on the show tab. Still to come on Delmarva Life, when a child gets sick and has to be hospitalized, the Ronald McDonald House of Delaware offers a home away from home for the family. Up next on Delmarva Life, how you too can help these children and their families find comfort. And a little bit later on, we're in the kitchen to show you how to change up your salad by adding an Asian flair. Delmarva Life. We'll be right back.